my God, I'm gonna need a minute. Like, I'm gonna need a minute. This episode was crazy, insane, so exciting, so much drama. I don't know where to begin. I might want to start at the beginning. So the episode opens up with Jason and Kevin on the block, and the plan was to backdoor Jason. Okay, so the episode opens up. It's Josh and Jason in the pool, and Josh is crying. Not little tears dribbling down. I mean the ugly cry in the pool. Dry heaving, the whole thing. Because he feels guilty because he has to send Jason home. Okay? Well, first of all, if you don't want to send him home and you're feeling so guilty, don't vote for him to go home. Josh? But first of all, let me remind you how Big Brother works, Josh. You backstab, you lie until you get to a winner, okay? Now, you should have went on you should have went on Dr. Phil if you couldn't do that. Like, you're on the wrong show. You should have been on Dr. Phil. You know, if you want to be nice to everyone and, save small children, you should have went to Dr. Phil, but you're playing Big Brother. And you kind of suck at it. I mean, I like you. You got too much human emotion. You gotta be tough. You gotta be Vladimir Putin in the Big Brother house, okay? Like, every time I see you cry, it just, it drives me crazy, just a little bit. So you're crying, and you're still trying to be Jason's friend. I mean, Jason's no idiot. I bet you he was in that pool going, oh my God, I've been bamboozled, and there's nothing I can do about it. You're probably in that pool a half hour before the eviction ceremony. I mean, oh my God, Josh, please. You're really gonna hurt your game if you keep being so, sensitive. I'm just saying. So next scene, we have the live eviction, and everyone's voting out. You know who? Jason. Now, I felt a little bad. Not Josh kind of bad, where, I'm gonna cry and dry heave. But I felt just a little bad. No, I felt a lot bad, because I was really pulling for Jason. Because the rest of these people, they're just giving Paul $500,000. But you know what? And there's nothing to do about it now. Like, no, I've accepted it. Paul is winning this. There's no competition. This is Paul's game. So, they all vote. Josh goes into the diary room to vote. You know what he did in the diary room? It was pathetic at this point. It was pathetic. Like, blowing his nose, the whole works. I'm sorry. I have to vote out you, Jason. And then he goes out. So I thought, okay, it doesn't get any better than this. Because remember, I'm a sicko. I kind of like, emotion going through the game. Because, something about Josh's tears, like, it makes me happy. So Julie announces, Jason, you've been evicted from Big Brother. And when I tell you, let me think. Cody kind of knew he was going. The whole season, he was the most blindsided the entire season. It had to been Jason. Like, he was like, it was bad. And I was really pulling for him. I almost cried. I was pulling for him. He was pissed. All the blood drained out of his face. Let me see if I can do it. Jason, you've been evicted from the Big Brother house. It was insane. He got up, he had an attitude, he wasn't hugging some people, he was pissed, okay? He didn't say anything, he grabbed his bag. I don't know if you can angrily grab a bag, but he angrily grabbed the bag and bolted out the door. And they were all, bye, in the background. He was just like, whatever. It was sad. He got out in the lobby talking to Julie, and he was still pissed. He was like, I was blindsided. She says, who do you think it was? He said it was probably Josh and Christmas. He was upset. And so, because he didn't know who the culprit was. So Julie showed him the goodbye messages, and he realized that Paul, and while all this is going on, Paul is steady playing the game. He wakes up game. There's no human emotion in it for Paul. Like, he just takes the emotion out of it. This is what you're supposed to do. Like, he just becomes hard. He's like a dictator. So when Jason's picture goes up, it fades from color to black and white. Paul is really playing the game. He's like, oh my God. Oh my God, you voted him out. Oh my God. He's like thoroughly upset. Paul, you knew what was going on because you planned it. Duh. But, for the rest of the people in the house, he wanted to play that part. He even played the part with his goodbye messages. He was like, if you're Jason Bud, if you're seeing this, then I've been blindsided. Paul, I have to give it to him. I don't want Paul to win. And the reason I didn't want Paul to win, because I was like, he's playing third grade Big Brother. Like, my 6-year-old nephew could play a better game than that. That's a simple game, but it's working. It's working. So, I'm starting to think, it's making me reconsider myself. I might be an overthinker here. If the plan isn't elementary from now on, I'm not going to do it. I'm just not going to do it. Like, I overthink. I make things too complicated. It worked. I can't be mad at him. Can I? So with Jason out of the house, they announce it's a double eviction week. Now this throws everybody off guard because we don't have time to talk about what we want, and who we're going to do, who we're going to send home, and, we're not going to, no. They don't have time to listen to Paul. That's what it is, because they don't discuss anything. It's Paul's game. So it threw everybody off because this is Paul's game, and so without them being able to talk to Paul, throws everybody in the red hot seat. So Alex wins HOH, and she puts up Kevin and Raven, and then they go back out. They do the power of veto. Josh wins the power of veto. At this point, I like Josh, I really do. But, I never know what's going on in that, that box he has up there, called a head. I never know what's going on in his head. I really don't. So when he won power of veto, I was like, is he going to take down? We don't know what he's going to do. Because, he'll say one thing, he'll do another. He'll cry and, say he's sad about doing it or he had to do the. Like, Josh is all over the place. So I thought he was going to take somebody down and put up Paul, but he didn't. He kept the nominations the same. Now, if you're trying to get Paul out, right? Wouldn't this be a good time to do it? I'm just saying. Maybe he doesn't want Paul out. Who knows what's going on in Josh's head? Maybe he secretly wants to go to the end with Paul. I can't figure out his game yet. I don't even think he can figure it out. It's just so emotional and all over the place. So Josh keeps things the same. He then it goes back to Alex, and she votes out Raven. So Raven's going home. So Raven was shocked. She was thoroughly shocked. She started crying, worse than Josh. I trusted you. She didn't hug anybody. They said someone said to her on the way out, oh, it was Josh. He said, I'm sorry. She's like, no, you're not. She gets out in the lobby with Julie Chen, and she starts doing cartwheels. And I thought, what happened to kneecap syndrome? Like, don't you have kneecap syndrome? You remember you couldn't put your knee in the pool because it would hurt it, but you could do cartwheels. Yeah. Can't say I'm so sad that Raven's gone. She's really pretty, but she's a mysterious character. At best, right? So this game is really kicking into action. I thought this episode was full of surprises and fast-paced. But they just announced that someone's going home on Wednesday this week, and someone's going home on Thursday this week. My blood is pulsating. Like, I love this kind of stuff. It's going fast. Alliances are turning on each other, and I have a feeling that Josh, who I like, you're just a little emotional, is going to be on a ship all by himself. Something inside me is saying that Christmas is going to jump ship, and she has to, because he's too emotional. He really is, and also, I think that Christmas has a little bit of Putin in her. Like, she can get rid of you when the time is right. You know, she's dangerous even though she has one foot in the game. So this is really good. I love this episode. I will be back next week. I'm never missing an episode after this. This is so good. This season went from not so good to, oh my gosh, I can't miss a minute. No bathroom breaks, nothing. Can't miss a minute. So I'll be there next week. Thanks for watching. Talk to you next time. Bye.